which is the hydraulic arm project. And you may have wondered where the heck that email was, or maybe you just assumed that I didn't send it out. I did send it out, but my email system was broken, so nothing that I've sent out since Friday has gone out. But I did get it fixed and sent out yesterday, so you should have that latest project. And then on Monday we also talked about having our first design done. Our first iteration of our design, I guess, done today. Having a log book started already. And that's where you should be in this project. You should be at the point where you've chosen a design, you've started to hash it out, you kind of have a basic idea of what you're going to do. And you should have a log book with information on what you've done. It should include the places you've done research. You should include drawings and diagrams of things that you're thinking about. Since that email came a little bit late, you can work on that some more today and try to get that done. I would like to see your logbook with kind of an initial idea for what you want to do, or maybe a couple of different ideas for what you want to do for the hydraulic arm project by the end of today. And by the end of today, I need to know whether or not you need some more syringes. So if you have enough syringes according to the design you've made, that's good. If you don't, you need to tell me by the end of today, and I will send them out to you today. Otherwise, it will be too late for that. So let's get that done. One more time, let's take a look at the hydraulic arm project guide. Well, that's the wrong one. That's the fluid power lab. Well, this is good enough because it shows the picture of the advanced hydraulic arm here. Your hydraulic arm is essentially going to have some three or four components, probably 4 components, 3 of which are probably going to be hydraulic. You're going to have some kind of thing that turns the arm so that it can position itself angularly. You're going to have 2 others that are going to lift the arm and rotate the arm. So this blue one here and this orange one up here are your lift and extend hydraulics, and this red one down here is your rotate hydraulics. And you can do it lots of different ways. They have this design, but there's also another design in the other paperwork that I sent to you. This green one, of course, operates this clamping mechanism on the arm, and that is not necessary for this project. You can, since you're picking up a tennis ball. And essentially from the pivot, which would be down here at this red here, you're going to be required to pick up a tennis ball that is 10 feet above this pivot, 12 inches above this pivot and 12 inches away from this pivot. And so you need to design your entire arm so that it can reach out that far and scoop up a tennis ball. The reason you don't need the clamps is because you don't necessarily need clamps to grab a tennis ball. You can scoop it up with like a little forklift fork or something. But anyway, that's kind of where we're at this point. Is we're at the design stage where you're choosing how you're going to put together a hydraulic arm. It'll probably look very similar to this, but it will not have all these same components because I did not give you all these plastic components and all these dowels. The dowels and the plastic components make the design, quite honestly, a lot easier, a lot more juvenile actually. You're just kind of cutting and putting them together. What I want you to do is I want you to use the parts you have to design and build, to actually build something more from scratch. So you have a little bit more of a challenge, this being a college course, that's to be expected. So if you have any questions, make sure that you send me an email, make sure that you get some kind of message to me so that I can help you out. Make sure that if you need those extra syringes, you need to send me an email, or if you need extra tubing or whatever for your specific design, that you send me an email. And this needs to be ready by the time we're back from Thanksgiving. I'd like to see it before Thanksgiving, but if you want to waste time over your Thanksgiving break building it, that's fine too with me. I wouldn't do it because most people will never get anything done over Thanksgiving break. but I'm going to leave it up to you whether you want to use that time or not. So, I want, for today, I want to see your logbook with your progress to date. And your progress should include some of the basic drawings for the things that that you have done so far in the design, a basic design of your hydraulic arm, or a more complex design, whatever it is that you've done so far. Get that into me by the end of today, and tell me any other syringes you might need so I can get those to you. Any questions concerning what you're doing today? Any questions in Stapleton there? Okay, well, you guys get to work, get designing, get your logbook started. I want that turned in today, so if you need to work on it all day, that's fine, but get it turned in today so that I can have it graded by the end of this week, and we can be ready to go before Thanksgiving. All right, we're done.